Hi, it's Sue. Welcome back to my channel today, where I have a confession. I've been very slack. You know, having new lambs is a wonderful waste of time. I spend my time in and out of the garden, checking on them, because they're the mums and bubs are all together out of the paddock. So, you know, just have to be a bit mindful. The crows like the new bubs. So there seem to be an awful lot of crows around here. And I'm on watch all the time. So I'm not getting much done in my craft room. I've managed a couple of pieces for the shabby covered journal. That's coming along nicely, and I'll share that with you when it's finished. But I watched one of MargareteMiller's videos last night, and I love her collaging. I play along with a couple of different projects, although I'm way behind, and my postcards are way behind. But she was working on small collages, a page full of 2-inch collage blocks. And I'm sure other people have done it, but I watched hers and I thought, oh yeah, I quite like that idea. I do love to play with collage. So I had a try, and I had this plain covered book that I got here in Australia from Officeworks, which is just a stationery store. And this is the page I worked. And what I did, I cut a piece of card, and it's from the favourite, probably cereal box, something like that, and just drew around that reasonably evenly across a double spread. And I think I'm going to have a problem with this because they're already splitting in the middle. So I might have to join them on the other side with some washi. But this was my attempt. I'm not too displeased. I think my painted areas, because you start with a wash of watercolour and then follow it with some, well, I've used book page, and this is actually from a ledger book. And then you use a couple of different stamps, and I've used, it's a Stampin' Up stamp, a little tree. You might, if you know Stampin' Up, you might recognise that one. Came in a little set of 4 stamps, I think. And also one of their swirly stamps, and this is it in full here. And I've used that around. Now Margaret I should say, used stamps. She actually tore up stamps for this small, the last, well, it wasn't quite the last piece for me. The last piece for me was this gold squiggle stamping. But this here, I've used a colourful washi, and Margarete used stamps. But I don't think it worked too badly. I tried to stick to sort of reds and neutrals because I've used, oops, there you go, look, it's already come up higher. I've used this sort of greeny coloured ledger paper and followed it through with this colour. And I was going to use a slightly lighter colour of that, you know, that same family, to do the squiggle, and I didn't like it. I tried it on a scrap, didn't like it, so I decided on gold. Everything looks nice with a bit of gold, I reckon. And then when I'd done my swirls, I still thought it needed something. So I've added little gold dots on mine. Actually, I've just realised I didn't do any on here, and I probably could. We'll see. But yeah, that's what I did to finish mine off. So I will definitely be playing with some more of these. And as I say, I'm going to have to join them together and perhaps keep them in a separate journal. Not sure. See how I go. But that was me playing with MargareteMillers, and I will definitely be doing more of this. I loved it. I love working with tiny scraps. Okay, so that was my video today, but I did think that you might be interested to see some of our new babies, some of the lambs. So I'm going to tag on a little video I took of a couple of them playing outside. Okay, thank you so much for joining me today. I will get back on track, hopefully within the next few days. Hope everybody's well, enjoying the week. I know the weather's turned in the UK. A couple of you left comments to that effect. We're having quite warm weather here, but we desperately need rain. Hopefully we'll get some. They're talking, I think, at the end of the week, possibly the beginning of next week. We'll see. All right, so that's it for me today. Thank you so much for calling past, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye now.